Hello, welcome to EdotGdot and Friends. My name is Elden Killian and I'll be your host. Today we are finishing my series of ranking every game that I played in 2020. So, just a couple of numbers just because I like looking at the numbers. So I played 148 different games last year. All in all, I played 66 new to me games. That means games I've never played before. And of those 66, 15 were 2020 releases. There was a fair number of 2019 releases, but yeah, only according to the BGG database, only 15 of the games that I played last year had a 2020 release date. And I'm not really a guy who goes out and buys every game that I want to play and make sure I have that first wave. Just not the type of buyer I am. But I have been getting more into Kickstarter lately, so I imagine if I keep this up, I'll have more and more of those current year games hitting my list. And but yeah, anyway, it's just a little insight into my numbers. Today's title is called "What's the Health Department Got to Say?" From a line from a great Big Audio Dynamite 2 song. And anyway. We all kind of wish for the day that we can get back and not have to wear masks and be able to, I don't know, have fun like normal. But listen to the health department, wear your mask, keep your social distancing. Let's get this under control. Get your vaccination if it becomes available to you. And let's have a better 2021 for sure. But let's go ahead and get on with the list. Number 31, we're going to be going through games number 31 to number 1 today. So anyway, Point Salad. This was last year's game, came out last year, and I believe, and just a great little card drafter. Plays real quick. In this game, there are all the cards are double-sided, and they either have a way to score points on one side or an ingredient on the other. And you are just drafting these cards, either taking them for the ingredients, or at times you can take them for what they'll score points for. And you're just trying to create the most economical scoring engine that you can. Real simple game. The math a little complicated sometimes, but I've played this with some pretty young kids, and they get the game. Got to help them with the math a little bit, but they like it. They enjoy it. Most people I played this with enjoyed at least a fair amount. I really enjoy it. Every game, the actions are so simple. This goes back to games like Colorado. Just real simple game, real simple. Like what you do on your turn is just so simple, and but there's the little minor decisions that can be excruciating. They can be a little thinky, and you just have to play the best way and score. This is getting plenty of buzz on BGG for such a small game. Being ranked number 390 is quite the feat. Anyway, number 31, Point Salad. Number 30, Fantastic Factories. I was able to play friend's copy. I got in on the Kickstarter. That should be coming fairly soonish, sometime this year. Anyway, yeah, this is just a really good dice rolling engine builder. I really, really enjoyed this game. Only played it once. I imagine if I'd played this multiple times, it's probably be a little higher on my list. And I look forward to getting my own copy and hopefully playing it more often. But yeah, Fantastic Factories, real good game. Number 21, Last Will. Yeah, this is a real good game. This is Vladimir Suchi, who every game he comes out, I'm becoming more and more a fan of his. But this is, I think, his first game that I really played. And this is Brewster's Million, the game. You are trying to lose all your money as faster than anybody else. And it just has this little kind of draft at the beginning, where it's like drafting for turn order. And then combined with that is how many cards you get to draw and how many little assistants you get to use that turn. And there's just these trade-offs where you draft these positions, and then you're just trying to use your actions as economical as possible to spend money. You can by there's a couple different viable strategies, and making it work makes you feel good in the end. Anyway, really good game. I really enjoy it. Number 29, Last Will. 28, The Crew, The Quest for Planet 9. This is one of those 2020 games. This one's getting lots of love from lots of people. And yeah, I just really enjoy it. If you like trick-taking games, this is a great trick-taking game. It puts a major twist on how most trick-taking games work, but it uses a lot of the skills that you use in other trick-taking games as the kind of the twist in this game. And it changes according to the mission that you're going on. And but the big thing is it's cooperative. So you're working together and you're trying to make sure that certain people take certain hands, get certain cards. There's other little objectives that you can come through. I have not finished it all the way through. In fact, I don't think I'm even halfway through with it. But I'm enjoying it quite a bit. The main crew that I'm keeping track of. Hopefully we get to go through the whole thing and get to play it again soon. But yeah, great game, The Crew. The Quest for Planet 9, number 28. Number 27, Cartographers. I played this game last year, once or twice in one sitting, and then trying to get my own copy. And it got caught up with a pre-order with My City, actually. I ordered My City and then for a miniature market, and then it got pushed back because of a pre-order for several months. And this was part of that. And in between that, the app came out, so I was able to get a bunch of reps in on the app. But I played this a few times this year in person, and I was really, some of my family members really enjoyed this game, and hopefully I get to play it some more in the future because it is really good. I know there's like a sequel of sorts coming out. I did not get in on that Kickstarter, but it looks interesting, and maybe I'll get a chance to play it in the future. Number 26, Patchwork, Uwe Rosenberg's just real simple drafting game where you're, I like games that create limitations like this one does. And so you're going around the circle, and there's all these pieces in a big circle around the board, but you can only take the first, the second, or the third one, or pass. So you have this limitation in what you can take. And so part of that is, part of your decision is sort of looking at your neighbor's board and like, okay, I don't want to leave them this good one, so I'm not going to go as far, even though I do kind of want this one. There's a better one coming up, and setting yourself up for those situations. The other thing I like about this game is definitely get better at it. First time I play this game, negative points. And I think that's a pretty common thing with a lot of people. But, I don't get negative points anymore. I've gotten smarter in how I play that. I start to understand the game a little bit better. And it plays real fast, real quick. Patchwork Doodle was much further earlier on the list. And I enjoyed that too. But the original Patchwork, real solid game, real good game. Number 26. Number 25, Seven Wonders Duel. I went several years without playing this. This is a really good. Seven Wonders is the kind of game I'm so on. It's fine. It's good. I'll play it at any time. I don't own my own copy, and so it doesn't come out. But this duel game, when it came out, man, I was just blown away at how good it is. It's a 2-player drafting game, and it creates like this pyramid where you're getting cards, sort of like earlier we talked about Truffle Shuffle, and Truffle Shuffle kind of uses the same kind of basic idea. But in this game, there's multiple paths to victory. And so you're playing this game if you're trying to maximize something, but also deny your opponent certain things. So you just can't go all in something. Well, you can, but they're probably not going to let you. But if your opponent goes all in on something else and gets there faster than you, you're going to lose. And so you got to balance that. I've played with the expansion, the Parthenon expansion, once or twice. Not this year. And it adds a little wrinkle to the game I think is good. I should probably pick up a copy of the expansion and play this game more, because it is really good. Getting tons of love on BGG. Was I think it's a 17. This font was terrible. The ones and the 7s look too close to each other. But anyway, real good game. Seven Wonders Duel, number 25. Number 24, El Gaucho. I love this game, I think, more than most people. It's just really good. I did recently find out, I think I was playing a rule wrong the first 12 times I played it, but we got that corrected. It didn't change it a ton, but just something a little off in interpreting the rules. But yeah, in this game you're going out and you're trying to rustle up some cows, and there's different breeds of cows, and as you bring them in, they have to stay in their pecking order, either ascending or descending. And if you ever have to interrupt the pecking order, you kind of got to get rid of your herd and start over with that new cow you just got. And so like the timing and how that works, trying to maximize your points. It's a dice drafter, so you're rolling all these dice and you're taking 2 dice on your turn until they're all gone, and then you rotate the start player. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I found a used copy, so I was able to play it a few more times this year instead of relying on a friend's copy. I enjoy it. Be warned, I enjoy it more than most people, I think. Number 23, Azul. This is such a really good game that works with so many people. People who are who I call on the edge gamers, people who like to play games not religiously, but they'll play it during family outings or get-togethers or whatever. I don't know if I've introduced anyone to this game who didn't at least like, yeah, that was pretty good. And most people are like, yeah, that's a fantastic game. I'll play it over and over again. Yeah, just a real good game. Number 23, Azul. Number 22, Coimbra. I really enjoyed this game, and I was able to get it played a couple times this year. And the only thing I really wish in this game, I wish there were some more cards and expansion that come out just to mix up the cards. Every card gets used every game. The order they come out varies a little bit, and so it does change the game a little bit, but there's only 4 rounds. You see all the cards, and so groupthink being what it is, we got to the point where we're kind of sitting on cards and trying to set up situations, and then if there's more variability to those cards, it would add another layer of dimension to this game that I think would be really good. But as it is, just a really great game. You're drafting dice, you're trying to allocate your resources efficiently, you're trying to move around this board efficiently to get all the bonuses, and yeah, I don't know, just a really good game. I've really enjoyed all my plays of this. Number 22, Coimbra. And then number 21 is Azul Summer Pavilion. This is the third Azul game. They all share kind of a commonality in how you pick up the pieces, but this one is a little thinkier. It's a little more strategic, I think. You gotta put some combos together in this one, but not too much. It's still the same basic game, just a little more complicated, just a little more strategic, and I like it a little bit more because of that. But beautiful tiles, the artwork is great, the aesthetic of the game and like the tactile nature of those little clacky tiles just ups the enjoyment, and really, really enjoy Azul Summer Pavilion. If you like games, if you like Azul and have not tried Summer Pavilion yet, high recommendation. Number 20, Feast for Odin. Uwe Rosenberg strikes again. Patchwork, a little bit ago. Real short little tile laying game with little Tetris pieces. Feast for Odin, gigantic, enormous game with little Tetris pieces. This game is just the first time I played this game, I was like, man, what is this? It was good, but I was like, what is this thing? And the more I played it, this is just a fantastic, amazing game. Has a real solid solo player mode that I've been able to play a few times. But yeah, it really shines with multiple players. It's a worker placement game, and better actions take more workers. I like this one because it doesn't have like in a lot of other worker placement games, it's like there's a finite ability to get more workers. This one, you just get new workers every round. So every round, your decision tree gets a little bit bigger because you have one more worker to work with, and the way you deal with that worker and add every round just gets a little more and more fun. And I'm not a master at this game by any means. I don't know if I've even scratched the surface of how to be a great Feast for Odin player, but I really, really enjoyed the game. Ranked number 22 on BGG, so I'm not alone in that. But yeah, my 20th favorite game, best game that I played this year, Feast for Odin. Number 19, Tekhenu. Oh! Jumping ahead. This was this might be our last 2020 game on this list. We'll see. But Tekhenu, really, really enjoyed this game. This is from the same guys who made like Teotihuacan and Zulkan, and this just follows in the footsteps of those games. It is really, really good. I really enjoyed my plays of this. This is one of the few games I've pre-ordered. I'm not a big pre-order, but pre-ordered this one, and it lived up to my expectations. Really good, solid game. Dice drafting, set in Egypt, old Egypt, and the real interesting piece of this game is like you're using these dice, you're taking them off this board, and depending on where you take them from and what color the die is, there's like this balance of like light and dark. And if you're unbalanced at the end every so often during the game, it kind of hurts your positioning. It can lose you some points if you're too unbalanced the wrong way. And so it's not really what you're looking for, because you're really looking for the best actions, but you always got to keep that in the back of your mind. Okay, how am I going to keep this balanced? I could take this and this, then I'm going to be super off balance. Is it worth it? And I think that is it worth it is an interesting decision that the game forces you to make. But yeah, number 19, Tekhenu, Obelisk of the Sun. Great game. And number 18, Modern Art. For a long time, this is one of my really favorite games. Great auction game. This is like a pure bidding game where you use a couple different auction mechanics, and all the value that you create is created within the game. So you're bidding on these artworks. The fact that you bid on them is kind of what creates their value, and you're trying to have the most money and value in paintings at the end of the game. And I don't know. I don't know if everyone I've ever played with loves it as much as I do, but I really, really like it. I have the Simon or Come On version, and man, the artwork on that is just amazing. I haven't seen all the different versions of this game, but this one is way better than the one I learned on it, which was like the old Mayfair, I think, edition. And man, the art on this is just spectacular. The components are real good. I might have mentioned I stole the gavel from another game, because that's the one thing. Gavel it's an auction game. It comes with a little plastic gavel piece, or not plastic, cardboard. Dumb. Anyway, UN Security Council terrible game. Came with an awesome wood gavel. I stole that. And anyway, good game. Modern Art, number 18. On this 2020 game, Pan Am. Yeah, Pan Am. So Tekhenu, real big, complicated game. Pan Am, slightly complicated, but not really. This is like a family weight, kind of pushing the edge of like family weight game, and it's really interesting. One interesting thing in this game is I've played it a number of times with different people, and every time the game has come down, it's been very close down to the wire. And I can't decide whether that means it's a fantastic game or a flaw in the game. Because, it seems like if you're really smart, you might be able to jump out to a bigger lead. But when it comes down to it, it comes down real close. It's come down to a tie several times, had to go to tiebreakers, or otherwise just been a 1 point, and really like a $1 game. Money is the tiebreaker, but also you can convert it to points at the end. And so several times, like, it's been a $1 game. Anyway, I really enjoy it. It follows the rise and fall of Pan Am, and it has little tidbits of history in there, but just a really good, simple worker placement. Has some bidding mechanics in it. Real resource management. Real good game. Pan Am, number 17. Number 16, Quacks of Quedlinburg. Just great, all-time great game. Got to play it a few more times this year. I just played it recently in this year, 2021. And yeah, it just works. It just works really well. It's fun. The tension of pulling of pulling the ingredients out, hoping not to bust. The push your luck aspect of that, just really good. I just have a lot to say about Quacks of Quedlinburg. The first time I played it, I was enamored with it. Every time I've played it since, I've enjoyed it. Anyway, number 16, Quacks of Quedlinburg. 15, Yokohama. I really should play this game more. I can't remember playing it this year or last year, so it must have been at the very beginning of the year, and I haven't had a chance to get it out since. Yeah, it's just such a really good game. So in this game, there's all these different tiles that kind of come out randomly, and you place out workers, and then you got to move your president to a tile to do the action there, and you're trying to collect resources, you're trying to fulfill contracts, you're trying to up your technology, you are trying to import goods, you're trying to do something with the imports, and just all of it works together and comes together really, really well. Number 15 on my list this year, Yokohama. Great game. 14, Castles of Mad King Ludwig. This is not a new game, but it was new to me. I had it on my shelf for more than a year. I got it as a Christmas gift, and just for whatever reason, it didn't get played for a real long time. When it first came out, I didn't get a chance to play it, and then it was on my shelf for over a year because I got it as a Christmas gift, and then as I was trying to learn it, get it ready to go, COVID happened. Got shelved. Finally got to the table towards the end of 2020, and man, just a really good game. Really, really excellent game when it comes down to it. I know there's a new Kickstarter coming out for like an amazing version of this game coming out. I don't know if I can justify buying a super fancy copy of a game I just played and have. It's basically new to me, so I probably won't. But really good game and deserving of a excellent treatment in its components. Anyway, number 14, Castles of Mad King Ludwig. Number 13, Istanbul. I just introduced this to my wife the other day, and she liked it so much we ended up playing it 3 times in a row. Really good game. This was a Kennerspiel winner, I think, or I believe it was a Kennerspiel a few years ago. And yeah, so this is sort of like in Yokohama. This one is like you're moving your guys around this board, but you're leaving or picking up your assistants as you move around the board. And so you're trying to get this like economy of your movement where you can come back and grab your guys, so you don't have to waste actions while fulfilling all the things, and it's a race to get the most to 5 or 6 gems depending on player count. And yeah, it just works really well. Both this game and in Yokohama, they have this like penalty or like impossibility really of going where your opponents are. So in Yokohama, you can't go where your opponent's presidents are. You can't end up there and take that action. Istanbul, you can, but there's quite a penalty. Money can be pretty tight, and you got to pay money to other people to go where they are, and it just messes up your plans. Sometimes you're just $1 short, and you just can't do it, and it makes you adjust your plan on the fly there. And I don't know. When all comes down and said to it, I have fun every time I play it. Introducing it to new players tends to be a good experience for most people. Real good game. Number 13, Istanbul. Number 12, Codenames. I have a video on Codenames you can go check with my niece Hannah. We talk about why Codenames is such a good game. Great game, great party game. Highly recommended. Not going to talk about it more here. Number 12, Codenames. Number 11, Lost Cities. Great 2-player game. 2-player card game. Rainer Knizia, just one of my all-time favorite games, and I I'd like to go back. I've probably played this every single year since I purchased it. I'd have to verify that, but yeah, this consistently comes out. One of my all-time favorite games. The math in it is really cool. Multiple times I have just been wandering around in a game store and seen somebody look at it. I was like, hey, you should buy that game. It's a really good game. Great 2-player game. And it is. Number 11, Lost Cities. Number 10, Santiago. Again, just one of my all-time favorite games. I was able to play it a few times this year. Had a real good time. One of them I got walloped in. Still had a good time. Great game. Anyway, number 10, Santiago. Number 9, Castles of Burgundy, Stefan Feld. Again, great game. I think I'm going to make a video talking just about this one. So maybe I'll save my thoughts there. But just a great little dice rolling, using dice for your actions, and trying to build your board up with these tiles that you're drafting. Just a great game. Anyway, number 8, Codenames Duet. Again, I talk about this in the same video with my niece. Codenames Duet is my favorite way to play Codenames. Is significantly different than regular Codenames in my estimation. Same basic game, but the Duet version, I really, really enjoy it. It's a great 2-player experience. If you like Codenames and haven't tried Duet, get a loved one and play it with them. It's a great game. And number 7, this is my highest new to me game on the list this year, Maracaibo. This is Alexander Pfister. And this game is a cousin of sorts to another one of his games that is going to be higher on this list. And it's probably why I enjoy it so much. I was able to play this twice. Hopefully, I get to play it a lot more in the future. However, it is kind of rules heavy, and so it's got to be the right situation to bring it out. But yeah, I really had a really enjoyable time playing this game. Hopefully I get to play it a lot more in the future. Anyway, number 7, Maracaibo from Alexander Pfister. Number 6, Teotihuacan, City of the Gods. This is just one of my all-time favorite games. I really enjoy it. You are moving these dice around the board and powering them up, and eventually turning them in. They ascend and they turn into some benefits, and they start over at 1. And you just keep going and powering them up and taking these actions. You're trying to collect resources, use those resources to do things that will score you points. I don't know. It's more complicated than that, but real good game. Like I said, from the same people who... this is from Daniel... no. Is this Tassini by himself? I can't remember. Anyway, but... Anyway, from that same lineage of games, the different designers, they kind of work together in and out. But, yeah. Real good game. Teotihuacan, City of Gods. And then Zulkan. In that same lineage. This one's quite a bit different, I feel. You definitely can feel like the influence on the two games, but in Zulkan, the really cool gimmick in Zulkan, it has these big gears on the table, and you're placing your workers down the gears. Every round they rotate, and so, there's probably other ways you could have done it, but the gears work so well. Thematically, it's like the Incan calendar. But yeah, it's just this great, tricky little resource management game where you're trying to build up your civilization type things and trying to sacrifice things to the gods and make the gods happy and build up the temples, and I don't know, just really real good game. Zulkan, number 5. Number 4, this is my highest new to me game. It's a Wonderful World. It is the game I played the most this year, mostly because it has a fantastic, amazing solo option. And during the early days of COVID, I got sent home from work. I was sitting around, going crazy a little bit, and I just burned through game after game after game of this. I'm pretty sure I played it at least 10 times in a day, more than once. I played it 100 plus times this last year. And really that was concentrated in really 2 or 3 months. I have played it multiplayer a handful of times. The problem is I played it so much solo that when I introduce it to people, like it's almost not fun for them. I beat up on them. You probably need to find some other people who are a little smarter, who can beat me at it. Not that I'm not amazing at it. It's just once you play it so many times, you kind of see the things that you can bet on and try to happen. But anyway, it's an engine builder. You're drafting cards. You're trying to build your engine to score points. Real simple. Like I said, the solo mode is great. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's real quick. Just a real good game overall. Anyway, number 4, It's a Wonderful World. Number 3, Railways of the World. Just an all-time great game. Played this once this last year, which is a little sad to me. I really do enjoy Railways of the World, and don't know what. Well, COVID. I blame COVID, but yeah, need to make sure I play it more than once this upcoming year. Number 2, The Voyages of Marco Polo. Again, just all-time great game. Last time I played this, got walloped, but no, I walloped him. I thought I was getting walloped, and then things broke for me at the end, and ended up doing pretty good. Anyway, really good game. Again, you're rolling dice, allocating your dice in different activities to try and use those in the best way possible. Trying to move around the board, making deliveries, fulfilling contracts, and doing other things that score you points. Anyway, really good game. Voyages of Marco Polo. And my number 1 game played this year is also my number 1 game of all time, Great Western Trail. Alexander Pfister. This is the one that's like Maracaibo. And like I said, when I say like Maracaibo actually does some. It does. Like I said, you definitely see like the lineage in the family style of game. But they are their own beasts. They're definitely their own beasts. I just saw today Great Western Trail got knocked out of the top 10 of BGG. Gloomhaven, Jaw of the Lion jumped into the top 10 and knocked the Great Western Trail out. I still think it's ranked number 11, so not too sad. But anyway, just a really, really good game. I have a video on this one where I talk about it in depth with my friend Shane. Check that one out. And yeah, this is my list for this year. These are all the games I played. Quick recap. Best new to me game was Great Western Trail. My favorite 2020 game with the 2020 release date was Pan Am. It's a little shocking because Tekken was so good. But those two, Tekken and Pan Am, great games. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the series. Like and subscribe and all those things would be I'd be grateful for. And I don't know. See you on the flip flop, or I don't know. I need to come up with a tagline.
Where? I'm making a YouTube video, Bev.